Today on Nebraska WoodSTR, we're gonna make the earth shake. Those two great big cottonwoods are coming down. Let's get it. Welcome back, WoodSTRs. My name is Mike. And if you're here for the first time, glad you're with us today. These two monsters here are coming down. Got to make sure the house is still standing. We got a little bit of wind out of the north. Never blows the right direction, but it always blows here in Nebraska. But got a wind out of the northwest, and we're going to lay those pretty much straight down out into the bean field before they get them planted. And this one here, very similar, right onto the road. So you've seen back in the day, they used to have barn raisings, and so you just bring out a bunch of people and raise up a barn. Today, we just grab the whole crew, tell nobody they can drink beer until these are on the ground. And so we got a whole crew of kiddos and guys here to get the sticks picked up. We've got a fair amount of big equipment here. We're gonna do some directional following, make sure that this thing does not land on the house. We've got a skid loader with a grapple bucket, plenty of four-wheelers to drag off sticks, and we're gonna do some directional following with that guy. We're gonna make dang sure that this thing goes in the right direction. So, last big windstorm, this big stick came off of the tree, landed pretty close to the house. Just did some work on the inside of the house. So those guys are, they were like, well, it's time for this tree to come down. So, take a look at this here. That guy there is going to end up out in the bean field. So, all right, here we go. Try and get out of the wind here. We'll take a look at this old tree. We're not sure how old this thing is, but if you just look at the bark is about 4 inches thick. And so I don't know how old a tree has to be to have 4-inch bark, but we'll get that off. I think we're just going to put a notch right about here, and then push with the excavator and cut notch on the other side and shove her over into the bean field. So this one looks like it should be fairly decent. We're not convinced that that's not going to be hollow in the middle, so we're going to have to be pretty careful. This one, on the other hand, we know that's hollow. The coons have been living in that for years, so kind of give you a sense of how big this tree is. She's a monster. Always good to be in trees around houses, because you know everybody in the world has pounded something in there. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a chain link of some sort. Not exactly sure what that is. So we're going to try and not ruin all of our chains today, but give you a little bit more show of what kind of equipment and the group that we have here. So, all right, here we go. Forgot to mention, this ash tree is also coming down today, so if there's any firewood to be gathered today, it'll be out of that one, depending on how hollow it is. It's looked like that since I've known Mike for 15 years, so little green shoots coming off of it, nothing really on the top, but sometimes those dead ash that stand there just get hollowed out right to the middle. So if we get any firewood today, it'll be out of that. These guys here are going to the burn hole. Give you a little look at the weapons of choice today. Brought out the 450 Rancher, the 660 Clone. That's for later. Got another skilled WoodSTR in the yard today. Does a little bit of tree service work on his own. So he has gotten here a Makita. It's a 72cc saw with a 32-inch blade. So pretty excited to see what that thing can do, see his skills. Buddy brought out a little baby saw. Not sure he's going to use that at all. And then of course Sassman Saws brings them all. He will use none of them. He'll stand around and watch, but most of those, all of those are his. All right, let's go check out this skid loader with the grapples. This is gonna make for some short work, besides all the kiddos here to pick up sticks. So, all right, we got plenty of equipment. Now all we gotta do is get them on the ground safely, get it picked up, and we can move on to cocktail hour. All right, here we go. Kind of what I was thinking. And they're standing like that, they're going to rot from the inside out. So, all right. How easy is that? Crew getting all the sticks picked up. The rest of the crew. Oh yeah. Directional falling tool. Big boy down, shaking the earth. Here we go. directional falling tool has done its job. Now, cocktails and kids cleanup. Here we go. The whole crew has shown up. Here we go. Yeah, it's gonna get a little light on that thing with that big old log. Check this out. No, not the toilet paper. Little baby squirrels. We're gonna take them home and turn them into pets. All right, here we go. Dull chain for sure. The crew is waiting. Get all the big stuff out first, and then we'll send in the munchkins. The kids are patiently waiting for their turn. We'll see how long that lasts once we give them the go-ahead to pick up all the little sticks. Easter has come early. Actually, by the time you see this, it might be late. Well, my work is done. Didn't know if you saw this. Let's see if I can get it here. Decided to cut this nail virtually in half with my saw. So sometimes that's the difference between trees out in the country versus tree service wood, or even trees on farm places. Every kid and person pounds nails into them, and this is what you get. The dullest chain ever. So we'll have to get that snubbed up. So that's all is done for the day. All right, cheers. So we got some baby squirrels out of there. They were gonna end up in the wood pile. I'm sure Mama's not happy. But when I was a kid, some of my friends had baby squirrels. So these are fairly about, I don't know a lot about squirrels other than they taste good, but that dog right there thinks that they would taste good too. So we had to hide them in a box in a pickup and roll up the windows because he's gonna jump in there. So well, we're gonna try and raise them up and see if we can't tame them up a little bit, or we'll let them go, one of the two. Homemade teeter-totter. What could go wrong? Not a bad little cut job here. Almost perfect for looks to be about a 42 to 46 inch tree. So got in there pretty good. Like I said earlier, this is like a barn raising party, but it's a pick up sticks party. We'll just invite the whole country over and get a bunch of food and a bunch of kiddos and make short work of it. So anyway, pretty excited about getting this project cleaned up, and we can enjoy the rest of the day just having cocktails and eating. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap this up here today. You know the program, like, subscribe, and share, and see you on the flip side.